play for pigs, spittoons, axes, buckets, barrels, and land grants. They don't play for anything.
They are. They're playing for money. Here's Curry. Banging inside.
There you go. So you struggle a little bit. Where do you go? Inside. Establish in and work your offense from the inside to the outside.
Lakers up by 9. Lee going to be the first of the youngsters returning for Coach Brown, it looks like. Him flies through the paint. You know, he seems very comfortable in this offense. He has been a better player this year than I've ever seen him over a prolonged period. He's had some nice games for Coach Jackson.
Well, the thing with him is just consistency. You stay out of foul trouble, keep yourself on the court, and be consistent every night.
There's Big Curry starting to go to work in the paint for the Knicks.
Both teams the last couple times on the court trying to get the ball inside.
Bryant, this time into Ariza's hands. Knicks attempting to regroup.
You can tell they're going to leave Antonio Davis open for the jump. They're not going to let Curry keep killing him down low.
Richardson on the drive. Knicks get it back. Shot clock goes off. Didn't hit the rim. And returning now is David Lee, who in that first half hit both his field goal attempts and was very active. And Jamal Crawford is back up. He missed his 2 field goal attempts. He'll be checking in at the next opportunity. And Larry is directing Quentin Richardson to get off Parker and get over on Kobe Bryant. Ariza has left the floor, and Curry yanks down a defensive rebound. So the Knicks are doing a better job rebounding in the second half.
That's his shot right there. He's a mid-range jump shooter.
Got 5 on the shot, now to do it over Mim. Off the iron battle, there's Curry yanking down an offensive rebound. Bad pass.
No.
Can't make that pass. Lee Bryant now on the drive, and a blocking foul is called. Kobe Bryant will be shooting. It's on Richardson.
Yeah, there's too many hands in there to make that pass. I mean, you got all the big guys congested because you just got an offensive rebound, and to try to throw it over the top of those big guys is maybe you're gonna have to get lucky to get it through all the hands. And then even if Antonio Davis catches it, it's not a sure bet he can do something with it. So you got to weigh the risk reward. Of course, that's easy. Sitting here with a microphone and a headset on.
Now watching Brown yell at Marbury instructions in Crawford reminds me of that quote of Chauncey Billups, the Pistons guard. He said, "It doesn't surprise me that the Knicks are struggling because when Coach Brown comes in, he puts in so much stuff. You're always confused until you finally sort it out, and it will take those players a while to understand exactly what he wants done." I thought it was a very revealing quote by the Pistons point guard. We learned a lot under Coach Brown, and there's Crawford nailing the 3. Now he's a great shooter.
Well, those are the threes you want to take. Fast break, kind of got the defense scrambling a little bit. David Lee gets it, acts like he's going to drive, and then swings it across the court. Those are the threes you like taking.
Here's where Odom has to help out offensively. Nice kicks a beautiful pass to Kwame Brown. Knocked away by Kwame Brown and out of bounds off Curry. So Kwame Brown, 3 fouls in the first half. He's playing well here. And the turnovers this quarter, Knicks with 5, and the Lakers have not yet turned it over.
Well, Knicks only having 6 turnovers in the first half. 5 already here in the second quarter. A couple careless turnovers.
Double-digit lead. Lakers were favored tonight, lying anywhere from 5 to 6 points.
Oh, nice It's like, I have it. No, yes, I do. Oh, don't go. And he did a real nice job of splitting the double team.
He smushed that one, did he, kid?
You can't let that happen on an out-of-bounds play. And then whoever's guarding the out-of-bounds, the passer is going to slide over and cut that angle off. That's just too easy. Nice rotation by Kobe.
He tries, ships it to Crawford. There's his jump shot. He's hit his last two now. He's a great shooter when he heats it up. Lakers looking for that spacing. Lee knocks it out of bounds. They play 12 on the shot, still LA ball.
Lamar Odom telling Kwame Brown, you can come over and hand that ball off to him if you want. Dribble it over, hand it off, and let me work on the young rookie from Florida. Now the young rookie from Arizona on it.
There's Mim. Sending it to Kobe. Thought he was going to shoot, but he regained it and hits it as the shot clock expires. Tough shot for Kobe Bryant. 70-58.
I talked about that early on. Kobe, the presence of mind to look up at the shot clock and realize there's only 2 seconds left. That might be a step outside of where maybe he wants to shoot. Nice defense by Marbury.
Kobe's at 12 of his 25 this quarter. Curry and one.
It's not how many turnovers you get, it's what you can do with the turnovers. And Marbury right there at the turnover is pushing, and a real nice pass to Eddie Curry. And yeah, just haven't seen him a little bit last year and now this year. I like what he can do down there. I like his hands. That wasn't a very easy pass to catch right there. Good pass, but still, when you're a big guy, sometimes those hard passes, it's like catching an ice ball.
Parker's running shot, not good. Battle for the rebound. Parker sticks with it, out of bounds. LA ball. Coach Brown is not happy with Eddie Curry.
Both nights he got off to a great start.
He wasn't the only one who had terrific nights on the night. As a matter of fact, as you look at the highlighted players, those are all career highs. Ray Allen got it going, as well as Carmelo Anthony as well. Like James rather, Toronto, 38-9, but again in a losing cause. Jim, back to you.
All right, John Saunders, thank you very much. I'm here with one of the co-owners of the Los Angeles Lakers, Earvin Magic Johnson. They're not booing Earvin. They're booing Spike Lee, who's up on the screen in his New York Knicks jersey. And you're going to hear a loud cheer now because that's Jack Nicholson. Earvin, what's your assessment so far of the season now, 8 games into it, of the Lakers and this new team, new coach?
Well, I think that, of course, we would like to have a better record. The team has got to, Lamar Odom and Kwame Brown have to be the guys who really take the pressure off of Kobe. You can't expect Kobe to try to carry the team. So we need those guys to play to their potential. And if they can do that, then I think this can be a playoff team.
What do you think it's going to take for Kwame to have a breakout game and fulfilling some of that potential?
Well, I think what we're going to have to do in the beginning of the game, especially in the first quarter, is try to go to him, give him, 5 or 6 of the first shots, throw the ball down low, and if we can get him going, that'll open up all the outside shooters in Parker and Kobe and Devin George. But if you don't go down to him and throw that ball to him, you can't expect him, to have some really good numbers. And we're not talking about he had to average like 20 points. We're talking about maybe 12 points and 10 rebounds, something like that.
Magic, after the last game against Memphis, Phil Jackson said it was a pathetic performance. And Lamar Odom said that the guys weren't trusting one another. Isn't it a little bit early in the season and kind of jumping the gun to have these type of assessments going on so early?
Well, I think that Phil's assessment was right, that the team that played poorly. But I think that you have to look at both of these teams playing here tonight. are going to be better second half teams. Both of them are learning a new system. They got a lot of new players on both sides of both teams, and I think that New York will be better in the second half, and the Lakers will be a lot better in the second half of the season.
Magic, we appreciate it. Time Dr. Buss told us last week he thought the Lakers were a playoff team. Quick answer. Are they?
Yeah, I think so. I think that if you look at the talent that we have here, a lot of injuries have hurt the West. You know, you see Denver is hurt because of Nene. You see Sacramento is not the team they used to be. So I think that is wide open with Stoudemire going out in Phoenix. So a lot has changed in the West because of injuries. So 6th, 7th, and 8th position is attainable by a lot of teams, and I think we can get one of those spots.
Irvin, thanks for your time. Take care.
Right, thank you.
Frank, back to you in town.
It's 74-63. 29 points for Kobe Bryant. 16 coming this quarter, including that spectacular hoop moments ago. Kwame Brown, 3 of 4 with a pair of rebounds. The Lakers up 10. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter.
That was spectacular. May have been an understatement on that shot. That was incredible. Shot that ball from underneath the roof.
Dishes to Parker, who misses. Kevin George, though, regains control. And Kobe is fouled. No question he's having trouble with that right index finger. You can see him.
Watch this. Watch where he shoots this ball from. I mean, this is ridiculous. There's no way. I mean, angle-wise, he shouldn't be able to get that ball up on that side of the rim above the box and drop it down and be able to hang that long. That was ridiculous.
Four fouls on Curry and Vujacic. Sasha Vujacic checks back in. Kobe has the last 9 LA points as Swish Parker sits down.
This is where Kobe's scoring all these points and starting to get on a roll and hit buckets. Now that it has to translate to other guys scoring. Send a guy Kobe or Kobe drawing the defense. Now this is where other guys got to step up and help Kobe out. When he draws the defense and he hits them for open shots, can they deliver?
Lee Rose on the floor for the first time tonight. Shoots it from the left baseline. And Lee yanks it down, whips it to Marbury. Try. Nailed a tough shot. And that's his first field goal here of the second half. He has 17 points. He's 8 of 13 for the field. Odom.
And that's something that you have to step out and contest. And when you do it, you make sure he doesn't go to his left. But he can hit that shot.
So the Lakers attempting to snap 3-game losing streak. The Knicks have won their last 2 on this West Coast road trip. Final minute coming up here, quarter number 3. Crawford rattles it in.
Well, that was a nice job of recognizing the mismatch. They set the pick. Lamar Odom got stuck on Jamal Crawford. And as good an athlete as Lamar Odom is, he's not quick enough to sit Jamal Crawford off the dribble.
Deflected by Fry, and Odom to track it down out of bounds. Nate Robinson in the game, and Profit returns for the Lakers. He played a minute and a half. Profit did. Kobe Bryant will take a break here at the end of the third. That was the familiar procedure for Michael Jordan. He would sit down at the end of the third, then take a long break between the 2 quarters, and early on in the fourth quarter, he sent up the game, and I'm assuming that's what Phil's got in mind here for Kobe. Nice running shot by Crawford, who has heated up here for the Knicks, and he has pulled them to within 8 points. He has 10 points this quarter.
You said it earlier, Brian. He's one of those guys. When he hits a couple shots in a row, he might as well be 5 or 6 shots in a row.
Offensive foul, and Chris Mihm. He knocked Vujacic in the backcourt with Robinson.
probably just going to let Robinson either take Bowie. I'd just move out and let him take him. He's going to go right by him. Whoop.
Feed inside to Malik, and Mim with foul number 4. That's what that created.
You saw that one coming a mile away. And there's just no way he has the foot speed to stay in front of Nate Robinson. Then what happens, he gets in the middle, Mim has to come over and help, and then gets Malik Rose on the wrist. That's one of those ones, too, that you know. I mean, you know if you're out quick. It's not a surprise to you that the guy you're guarding outquicks you. And at some point, you got to say, look, I don't need to guard you 35 feet away from the bucket. I'm going to back up all the way to the three-point line and give myself a better chance at some angles to cut you off.
Mims sits with the 4th foul, so he's not to pick up a 5th here in the closing seconds. Devin Green seeing his first action. Matt Barnes checking in. And Ariza for the Knicks with Lee out there and Robinson. 12 seconds up on the clock, and the Knicks with a little bit of a burst here, giving themselves an opportunity in the money quarter. Their bench has 40 points tonight. Wow, 40 of the last 10.
Who didn't go into the lane that time? Malik Rose told David Lee, don't worry, man. It's not college, it's pro. You can get back out. Go ahead.
Final 5. Prophet spots the 3. No. Devin George tried to tap it in. Wanted to foul, didn't get it, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. And George is still barking. Tim Donahue. If you go back to the early 70s, the classic 7-gamer, Jerry West. That would have been a 3-point shot today. And then, of course, the introduction of Willis Reed prior to Game 7. And that was played on May 8th. Won by the Knicks 113-99 as Willis Reed limped off to an ovation. The Knicks won it, but consider that date. May 8th, and they're in the backcourt. Clyde Frazier. Now, folks, nobody had to even think about a dress code when Clyde was coming to work for the Knickerbockers. And there you see some of the great Lakers up here at the bottom of the Giants scoreboard through the years. Some great basketball. They played 3 finals together. And none more dramatic than the entrance of Willis Reed prior to Game 7, won by the Knicks back in New York. Here is Lee now as we start the 4th quarter. 2 of the rookies are out there. Make it 3 as Robinson tracks it down. He'll fire the 3 with the shot clock running down. Offensive rebound. Lee reaches it over to Fry. Rattles out. Lakers still can't clear. Finally knocked it away, and it is still Knicks basketball. Malik Rose, Tom, is making a difference underneath.
All 3 of them are being active. Lee's doing a great job of getting them second shots, giving great effort. Fry, Rose, and they're going to have to be real concerned with keeping those 3 off the offensive glass.
Remember, it's only a 6-point game. The Lakers at one time led by a dozen, and the Knicks have cut it in half. Crawford keeps it on the pick and roll. A runner. And tracking it down was quick. That was a very, very tough shot by Crawford. He wanted to foul, but that's an excuse for that shot. And Coach Brown can't be happy with it. Give it back to Vujacic. Kicks down to Bryant. Kobe open. Beautiful, beautiful playmaking that time by Vujacic.
A nice job of not only Vujacic getting to the baseline, but Kobe recognizing it and making sure he drifted baseline to give him an outlet for his pass.
Margins 8. Fry back at you. Rattles out and into Kwame Brown's hands. Vujacic applying some heat. Back to the basket. Kwame gives it to Kobe. Screens for him, and Kobe rings the deuce. And now for the game, I've got 33. Does that make it 5? 35 is what he's sitting on right now. 35 for number 8. And the Knicks have got to talk about it right now. Kobe is loose on him. Kwame Brown just hands it and screens. Man, since that cold second quarter, whatever they gave him at the intermission, it worked. 14 of the last 16 LA points. And timeout continues. The Laker girls are getting this crowd fired up here for the last 10, 11.
Yeah, the crowd really responding too.
Too busy watching. So Kobe Bryant, 14 points in his last 7:28.
You've been doing this a long time, Brian. Was there ever a day before we didn't have to actually ask for noise? That people just kind of knew when to do it? We didn't have to prod them along? What was that day like?
That was the old Boston crowd.
Good grief.
There was something more antiseptic about the buildings. And, in those days you could get a ticket for $10, $15 or a game. A little bit of a different crowd than those guys.
Just a little bit.
George gives it back to Kobe again.
You better stop going under that screen, because he barely missed that one. He's in a rhythm right now. You better go over, let your big man help you, and make him pass it up to somebody else. He's going to keep taking that shot.
3 rookies still on the floor for Coach Brown. Crawford and Rose. And Rose almost turned it over, but Lee picks up the loose ball. Here's Channing Frye. Missing, and Malik digs it out. Made a difference at the offensive glass. Now Robinson with a burst of speed, and right with him with Kwame Brown. Yanks it away. Marbury and Curry will check in at the next opportunity.
See if Kobe pops out. He's got Channing Frye guarding him. There you go. Crawford helps. Whoa.
Deep 3. Shot clock was coming back on him. New York 0 for 8 this quarter. 8:42 to go. A 2. Kwame battling for the rebounds, got it. Here's Kobe. They're now 0 for 9 the Knicks. Kobe on the free throw line, fouled by Frye. So the Knicks with a scoring drought here in the fourth quarter. And the Lakers lead it by 10, 82-72. The Lakers only have 4 points this quarter. He's been a one-man scoring machine for the Lakers down the stretch. He has taken 29 shots, remember, so he's going to hit 30 shots here tonight.
Well, I can't remember anybody else shooting in the fourth quarter. You just got to know that after the Knicks. And, talking to Larry Brown earlier on, you see 13 for 30, not terribly efficient, but he had that one stretch in the second quarter where he was 0 for 7, 35 points. Maybe you'll see the Knicks start running at him a little bit more now in the fourth.
And, Jim, I would assume that Coach Brown's going to run at Kobe here in the fourth quarter. He needs some defense, right?
He is indeed, and that's what he was harping on. He was also harping on, you must run the lanes, guys. You've got to find somebody who's open. Defensively, guard somebody. They're knocking us all over the place. They've gotten 3 straight loose balls. We had this down to 6. We can win this game, but you guys have to pay attention defensively, Brent.
That's the way he is, stressing the defense. And down a dozen. And Kobe, he is the only person to score this quarter. The Knicks are looking for their first points in the final quarter with 8:12 to go. Curry bumps in on Kwame and won't stay down. Lee tracks down another one. Marbury, open look 3. No.
The Lakers cannot keep the glass.
Kobe. The pull-up on Crawford. And Kobe Bryant on fire for the game with 39 now.
How easy did that look? I mean, he juked back and forth, left and right. just to back his defender off, and then just a clean look.
Crawford and a whistle pushing foul. That's the third on Kobe. Devin Green returns for the Lakers. He'll replace Devin George. George will sit. And they'll put the smaller Green apparently over on Lee. The Knicks are now 0 for 11 this quarter. Curry up over the top, ends it at 1 for a dozen.
He was the guy early in the third quarter when the Lakers had that run, or midway through the third. Once they had the run, they started establishing with him a little bit inside to see if he can get it going, and then once again, see if he can work from the inside out.
Missing with that shot, but a great offensive get back by Brian Cook. Kobe can't put it down. Laker basketball with 7:06 to go.
Maybe you actually get fined for pulling a defensive rebound.
I think so.
Both teams are having problems the last couple minutes collecting defensive rebounds. Let the offensive team tip the ball out, get an offensive foul on the weak side.
Kwame Brown was over there.
Brian Cook.
So Odom will replace Kobe with 7:06 to go. Lakers are up by a dozen on the Knicks. Marbury, Fry, Reza, Curry, and Crawford for New York. Up over the top. Beautiful pass to Curry.
Well, as soon as he spun, Crawford didn't wait. He threw it up. And he just let Kwame Brown behind him.
Kobe gets in the paint. There it is. Kobe Bryant now with a 41-point night.
You may have to tackle him. You can stop him right now. He's got it all going on. Inside, outside. Cut to the hoop. Get to the free throw line. Nice move. Good defense by Odom.
And Odom was there. And here's Kobe running the floor. Dishes out. It's Parker. 90-76. The Lakers put it in overdrive against the Knickerbockers. It's a 12-4 run for LA. And the Knicks run it over. They haven't been able to execute a lick in the fourth quarter. Curry get in over the top and watch Parker on a beautiful feed from Kobe. The Lakers seem to have this one under control. The Knicks battle back. We'll find out.
Greg Anthony with a serious satellite update. Sebastian Telfair blows an ankle.
Looks like a serious ankle sprain, and you hope it's nothing more than just that. Young man is actually starting to really have a solid season, playing good basketball for the Blazers.
When you got a solid dribble, they say you break the other guy's ankles, not your own. Bulls, meanwhile, have a 1-point lead in this game. Zach Randolph has 21 for Portland.
And there is Mark Aguirre, an assistant coach with the New York Knicks, when Larry Brown came to Los Angeles as the UCLA coach. His first game as head coach of the Bruins was against Ray Meyer's DePaul team, led by Mark Aguirre. Aguirre and DePaul blew him out of the gym that night. And Larry Brown went on with great success with the Bruins before he returned to the National Basketball Association. And now Aguirre, a very close friend of Isaiah Thomas, is one of Larry Brown's assistant coaches with the Knickerbockers. He was a great shooter.
Great scorer.
Yeah, I think scorer is a better description.
Great scorer. Man, one of the biggest buttocks in the NBA.
He gets back.
Him and J.R. Reed, and I'm trying to think a couple others. Well, that guy, man, when you
Curry may be in that same classification.
Yeah, but remember,
Kwame Brown and Odom reaching over Curry. And Curry
come down, start launching for threes. But I will say that you want to start looking for him. If the opportunity presents itself and you're open, maybe a shot you wouldn't normally take early in the shot clock, you want to start looking for him now. Pretty big deficit.
Do I have this? Lee is blocked. Do I have this right? Stephon Marbury has only taken 8 shots in this game. 2 for 8.
And control the whole team. And I just think he's never had to deal with a coach that puts the demand of the point guard position on, Stephon Marbury like Larry Brown has this year.
He shifted right back into Curry, who missed a shot in underneath.
Hey, Lakers now use a little bit of clock. Not so much to where you get out of your offense, but the clock is your friend.
Kobe with 6 on the shot, gets it inside, wanted to get on the free throw line, and it goes over to the Knicks. And Lee for Coach Larry Brown with 4:41 to go, 90-76 LA. Stephon with a tough runner. Mim pulls it away.
Well, you've only taken 8 shots. He's not in sync offensively. You can see that.
Off Kwame's hands, back to Marbury. Gives it to Lee. Lee gets inside Mim. Nice move by Lee.
Good move. I think he wanted a foul, but take the deuce.
Mim ships it to Kobe. On Marbury, and Kobe blows past him and is fouled. Well, in the last game and every game. Not to mention if you got DirecTV, you watch the whole fashioned.
Watch them all, tape them all, play them on slow motion. They grind every game.
Risa puts it down, and he is fouled. So you see 4 youngsters out there: Robinson, Fry, Lee, Ariza, and Crawford's over with Coach Brown. We are back at the Lakers 91, the Knicks 79, and in the paint, a lot of damage has been done there tonight. LA started the domination early and often, and they have simply poured it on here in the second half. Simply dominating the New Yorkers on the inside at every opportunity.
Well, you see right there, points in the paint doesn't necessarily mean you have a strong post-up game. It's how do you get to the paint? Slashing, cutting, fast breaks. And the Lakers with 48, only a couple more points than the Knicks, but a lot of that was early on. They just kept getting offensive rebounds, pounding the offensive glass, and converting on a lot of those opportunities.
Well, a reminder, TNT tomorrow, Washington at Minnesota, followed by Houston at San Antonio. Coverage begins at 7. And then NBA TV Saturday, Phoenix and San Antonio, coverage beginning at 8:30 p.m. Well, Larry Brown told us it was a work in progress. And indeed it's going to be with the Knicks, it looks like. As the players sort themselves out. Odom's 3. Back down by Green.
Well, now you get to run 40 seconds off the shot clock.
And on the inside, Crawford was trying to hold Mim out. Picked up the personal foul. The size mismatch there.
Well, I love the fair decision.
His father is fouled. Nate's father, Jack Robinson, was a running back for Don James of Washington and was an MVP of a Rose Bowl. And Nate, like Tom said, started out good defensive back up there at Seattle. 79, LA. 3:04, and the crowd not leaving.
Well, other than the fact that the Knicks are losing this game, and that's about 3 or 4 times Nate Robinson's just dissected the defense, got into the middle, and dished off. I think if you're a Knicks fan, you got some reason for optimism. You got Larry Brown here, which you know is a good start, but to see the young guys out on the court, and more so than just playing well, it's always nice to see somebody play well. But when Larry Brown trusts these guys to all go out there and play together, I think that tells you a little something about the maturity of some of these younger guys in the future, maybe of the Knicks.
And so the young guns, they certainly do bring energy.
So they're not going to give up. They're only down 9. You get a couple just free throw here and there, or a careless pass, not taking care of the ball. You can start putting some pressure on the Lakers. Of course, he may have something to say about it.
It's interesting that Bill has 3 on the floor and another big miss. Now let's see if the Knicks, they're going to call a timeout. Larry Brown wants to talk about it. He's got 1:53 to go. He's down 9, 92-83. Kobe Bryant has stuffed it up from an offensive end overall tonight, but over the last 441, the Knicks have kept him under wraps, only 1 point. And at the other end, Stephon Marbury, who's a work in progress under Larry Brown's coaching, he's been watching as we come down crunch time, and he's still over there on the bench as Brown wants to finish up with the young guns.
Well, they're the ones that, I don't want to say got him back into it. You're still down 9 points, but they're out here hustling, playing hard, and it's a learning tool. I mean, this is a learning situation. Not only are you trying to win a basketball game, but these guys are young, and every time you get a chance to teach them something, late game situations, out of bounds plays, it behooves you to do it.
Robinson drives, and he's on the free throw line.
Well, I haven't seen anybody on the Laker team that can stay in front of this guy. I don't know if there's a guy in the league that may be able to stay in front of this guy, because he is ultra quick. Now the question's going to be, and you see him just breaking down Devin Green right there and getting to the rim. The question's going to be with him, is he going to be able to finish when they don't have help come over? Because that's the key. If you can't finish, then you're not going to have guys come over and help off and open up passing lanes for you to kick out. So that's the next step. We know he can beat people, but will he be able to finish at the cup? Here's going to be your pick and roll, Channing Frye.
He pops out. Runner, tough shot, didn't stay down. Tap again. And tracking it down. Robinson goes over.
Boy, they're getting after it.
Laker basketball.
Well, Coach Brown's got to be happy with the effort these guys are out there, just battling, getting after it, staying after loose balls, getting after the rebound. You can see right there, that looked like it went out. Looks like ooh.
The shot clock down. 10 on a runner and a blocking foul.
And that's a good sign. I think that, Phil Jackson's talked about that in the past. I thought Kobe was going to get it. The Knicks thought he was going to get it. And instead of always relying on one guy and waiting for him to do everything, a nice job by Lamar Odom there, picking his spot, opening, and getting through and getting himself a three-point play opportunity.
And the crowd. Crawford may want to play a little long ball here. Coming down to the final minute. Nim jumps out on him. Crawford keeps it on a runner. Remember, they quickly get it back. Last minute coming up.
You don't want to think about fouling somebody.
Oh, steal. Ariza comes down. Drive, feeds Robinson. Looks for Fry. One pass, too many.
Yep.
Dives back in after the loose ball, and the foul is on Nate. There was one pass too many by him, and underneath there that time. They had a shot at it. And wait a minute. Smush Parker, they called for the foul? Let me correct myself. I thought it was on Nate over there, and it's on Smush.
Well, best of all worlds for the Knicks. Boy,
Well, I don't know how you.
That's hard to tell.
I don't know how you can call that.
Well, we couldn't see.
He didn't appear to swing. So the 7, now they've got a foul, you would think, here with the last 45 seconds.
Get over.
Kobe loose underneath, knocked out of bounds, 13 on the shot and 37 on the game. 95-88, LA.
Well, Smush Parker's the guy to foul. If you can get him with the ball, only 11 for 20 on the season, 55%. See if they get out there and get him now.
And then was foul. I thought Channing Frye was holding him on the catch.
Well, I mean, at some point, if you have ideas of winning the game, unless you just plan on the Lakers turn it over, Lakers switching it in the perimeter.
And now it is back to 7 with 27 seconds. Let's see how the Knicks elect to play this here. I actually would have thought that a couple possessions ago, Tommy, they would have been fouled.
Well,
now
I think now you just call it a night. I did the chart of you with shrimp cocktails and be happy with 2 out of 3.
Off Mim, turned it over. Looking for a 5. Got it on the runner. Ariza's got it with 2.6 seconds to go. 97-92. Some folks like that field goal a lot better than others. 97-92 is our final score. Kobe, 42 points. Leads the Lakers to victory. We're coming up after the game. SportsCenter will come along. Scott Van Pelt and Neil Everett. They'll tell you about Allen Iverson going off. And they will have an NBA coaches report card. Here tonight, Big Chief Triangle comes away with a W against Coach Larry Brown and the Knicks. The Lakers win it. For Jim Gray and Tom Tolbert, I'm Brent Musburger saying